All right. If we saw a problem like this back in Math 111, back in college algebra, we'd be able to work through it pretty well. However, we're going to be working with trigonometric functions here, and so the process will be the same. It's just going to look a little different when we do that. So we want to verify the identity. Let's deal with the most complicated side, which is the left side. I have a sum of two terms, so at one point I'm going to want to combine those. So let's combine those. And to combine those, we were going to use common denominators. So it looks like I'm going to have to multiply on the first one. I'm going to need to multiply the first one by, cosine over x over cosine over x. And then on the second one, multiply that by a 1 plus sine x all over a 1 plus sine x. Okay, all I've done so far is took both of those terms and multiplied by a clever version of 1. The ones I chose will now get me over the same common denominator. And if I have a common denominator, then I can add them all up and keep them all together. So my common denominator now is cosine x times 1 plus sine x. Left side, I have cosine squared plus 1 plus sine x times 1 plus sine x. I have to FOIL. So that's going to be into 1 plus 2 sine x's plus a sine squared x. 1 times 1, first times first, outers, inners, and last. Just simple FOIL. But with trigonometric functions, may have made it look a little unusual. All right, from there, I want to see if there's some way that I can continue moving forward. Every time I see a cosine squared, I'm always looking for a sine squared. And I have that because I love this relationship there. Sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. So, and I see that, so let's combine those. So I have a sine squared plus cosine squared. Sorry, I've dropped in the variables there. Plus a 1 plus a 2 sine x all over cosine x, 1 plus sine x. Sine squared plus cosine squared is a 1. So that becomes a 1. Then I have a plus a 1 plus a 2 sine x all over cosine x, 1 plus sine x. 1 plus 1 equals a 2. So now I have a 2 plus a 2 sine x all over my denominator, which is still cosine x, 1 plus all this junk. From there, I can factor out a 2 from these two terms right here. So let's factor out a 2. What I'm left with is a 1 plus sine x all over a cosine x times a 1 plus sine x. Then we can go ahead and I can factor out this 1 plus sine x with that one on the bottom. And I'm left with 2 over cosine x, which equals, the reciprocal of cosine is secant. So it now is 2 secant x. Identity verified. How many of you guys have watched a friend solve a Rubik's Cube and the first 5 or 6 moves, no clue what's going on? Then the next time you look down, it's solved? That's how I feel working these problems. The first couple steps, I don't see anything improvement. We're not getting anywhere. But all of a sudden I look down, it's almost solved. It's solved. Same type of an idea with these problems too. So again, identity is verified as we went through this one. This one is a little bit of a beast.